I wish I could have propped y'all up on something, but it is what it is. Yeah, this morning I woke up having a little technical difficulties. Not like that, you see. Not like that, poop stars, but yeah, no, for real, like my background. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't get my background right. I couldn't get comfortable on my couch. You see, and like it was a lot. You see, it was a lot. And like I'm like, listen, this Diddy trial is taking all my energy. You see, it is for real, for real. It is. Like it is. Like, let me tell you something. Yesterday evening, I fell asleep while taking notes. You see? And oh my God, I just got out the shower. First of all, last night was one of them nights where like I was freaking sweating. You see, it just is what it is. I was a sweating, okay? And so anyway, just got out the shower, still sweating. Like I don't know what's going on. It is what it is. Like this Texas heat. And let me tell you something. Speaking of this good Texas heat, I will not be yeah, I told myself, I'm like, I'm cool. Like I like the wig thing. I'm thinking about getting me another wig, but I'm like, no. Mm-mm. Miss Pressing Curl. Now is the time to enjoy the haircut. You see? Yeah, no, because I'm a sweater. I am a sweater, y'all. And I'm not about to be um doing that. You see? I'm not about to be sweating in a wig this summer. I'm just not. No. So I said to myself, Miss Pressing Curl, you got to do your hair today. Today, this weekend, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because everywhere I'm going, people like, oh, look at you looking different. You know what I'm saying? Like noticing my little wig and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, nah, you know what? I'm getting rid of this wig this weekend. You see? Yeah, the wig got to go. Okay? That is what that is. Now, anyway, like I was saying about the Diddy trial is taking all of my energy. It is, okay? It just is, it is, Miss Pressure Curl. I got like it's a lot. Like I was saying, and I'm not complaining, but that's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all know what it is. When y'all come around here, hit the like button. When you come around here, hit the like button. You know you in for the truth. You see, like nothing but the truth, the whole truth. Yeah, so help me God. It's almost like I'm getting sweared in court every day when I come. You see what I'm saying? Like every day. But anyway, yeah, so yesterday in the evening time, yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna get some work done. It's quiet like I like it, Yes, you see. The kids was gone. The house was quiet. It was a perfect time for me to get caught up on the Diddy case. So I'm watching Make It Make Sense. Shout out to Mims. It is what it is. Boots on the ground. I told y'all we got boots on the ground. Yes. Yes, shout out to that. A lot of my sources is in New York right now, for real, in court. And like as I'm sitting here thinking about what I'm going through, reporting from home, you see, being an at-home reporter, shout out to that. I'm wondering like what they going through, like running. Like I'm just saying, like it has to be crazy down there in New York right now. Like for instance, they probably already up for court. Yeah. Yeah, you see, they probably already up for court because I can only imagine like the of it all. You see, it's just a lot. It's a lot, child. I'm not complaining. But again, it is keeping your girl in overdrive. You see, I mean overtime overdrive. Not to mention, y'all know I'm on point and I'm staying on top of all the rest of the stories going on around the world. You see? So shout out to that. Come back. You see? Like Craig told Smokey on Friday, I'm gonna need you to come back. Because later on today, we're gonna be talking Remy Ma. We're gonna be talking about marriage. We're gonna be talking about the whole her and Papoose thing yesterday. You see? Yeah, because it's worth talking about. Mm, mm. So come on back. Cause yeah, I'm gonna be acting like Spinderella, you see. Mm. I'm gonna be spitting later. It just is what it is. But yeah, for the record, But anyway, what was I telling y'all? So yesterday, I'm taking notes. I fell asleep. Yes, like at about maybe 7. I was out. You see, I was like, oh my God. But the good news is though, I think I was down there towards the end. Yes, because court let out early yesterday for whatever reason. For whatever reason, they did not go till 5 o'clock. I think. I could have sworn I heard that. But that's another thing too, y'all. I'm starting to realize that certain places is reporting certain stuff. So like I'm not getting every single thing that's being said in court, and that's frustrating too. You know what I'm saying? Cuz I don't really know what to say. You see, as far as that goes, because like I got some damn good sources and they reporting what's being said in court, but I can't explain it. It's almost like they chopping it up. You know, they paraphrasing. They making uh they taking one big old paragraph and giving us the important sentences out of it, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Yes, because I'm hearing about stuff that I ain't heard about yet. And it's crazy because, like, that day has come and gone. Like, yeah, we on a whole new court day. And so anyway, that is what that is. And today I don't believe it's no court. So that's wild. I'm like, why would it be court today if Monday is the holiday? I believe. You see, don't give me the line. I'm not doing that. But I fell asleep yesterday in the evening taking notes. I said, well, how the hell? What the hell? How? You see, when I had already took a nap and fell asleep while I was taking notes in the afternoon. So I'm like, yeah, you see, Miss Preston Curl got me tired. I mean, it just is what it is. Like, ain't no denying it. Ain't no way around it. But anyway, this ain't gonna be a very lengthy live, y'all, cause I got stuff to do today. You see, it just is what it is. Your girl Shay Renee gonna be on the move, girl. Do not. You see, not that I know of. I said the news. Okay. Not today, Miss Preston Curl, cause I'm just, child. It's one thing I love about a dress. You see, I said, well, my good quick dress. You know what I'm saying? My little thin dress. You know, cause I'm gonna be outside today. It's hot. It just is what it is. Remember, I told y'all I didn't really tell my pooper stars on YouTube because like it was such a sensitive topic for me. Like I was dealing with a lot. And so like on my Facebook is where I get to get like real personal. You see, on Facebook I like to get real personal with it. You see, it just is what it is. Cause like that's I don't know. It's just like my personal space to share. You know, like on YouTube, I'm a professional. On Instagram, I'm a professional. I like to keep it professional. On Facebook, I like to be myself. You see what I'm saying? I like to be just put it out there, if you will. So like I did a story time on FaceTime telling everybody hold on. This is politicking out. You know, this is politicking out, okay? It's when we politic, we get to know each other. It just is what it is. And just so happens that during politicking out, we talking about Diddy. You see? But I'm just telling y'all something real quick. So I was saying that I was saying that long story short, my storage unit had got robbed. You see, it just is what it is. Like they broke in my stuff. They stole stuff out of my storage, right? So I was pissed. You know, I was pissed with the storage people. Okay, long story short, Miss Pressicurl wanted to sue the people. Hey, it is what it is. Like my family stuff got taken too. You know what I'm saying? My family, you know, I don't know. Long story short, I guess, you know what I'm saying, they didn't want to get the attorney. I did, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't hiring nobody by myself. You see? Yes, because I'm still pushing to get my coins. It just is what it is. Like I don't, you know, I'm like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? What the helly? You know? So it just didn't make sense for me to do that by myself to me. So I didn't. Okay, that's what it is. Y'all make sure I hit the like button. I just decided not to. So anyway, long story short, as far as the storage people goes, I said I got to come get my stuff. You see, I got to keep come get my stuff because like you not treating me fairly. You're not treating me fairly. You're not treating me right as a customer, and I be damn. You see, it's 2025. I'm not finna chase nobody down to get in my money. Like no, you know what I'm saying? You have it has you have to deserve it. You understand? So they don't. So it is what it is. Today I will be dealing with that. Okay, it just is what it is. Today, Miss Preston Girl got some work to do. It just is what it is. So shout out to that. I'm getting the fuck on. You see, I'm going where I'm appreciated. Mm, mm. So shout out to that. Now I got another dilemma in my life that I'm dealing with though. I'm gonna have to talk to y'all about that on another day because I am I'm in a rush, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm only in a rush because life tells me that I gotta be. But I'm not in a rush because I'm chilling. You see? Like, yeah, I don't really, you know what I'm saying? I've been at home for a while. Shout out to that. Stay at home. And the truth of the matter is, I don't really permit. Is it permit? Submit, I would say, to nobody else's schedule right now. Yeah, it's just that's how I'm living. So shout out to that. And yeah, I'm grown. You see, I'm grown and on my own. So anyway, I make up my own schedule, if you will. But what was I? So what I was I telling y'all? Oh, yeah. So my driver's license, I go to get my driver's license and they talking about you need an appointment. Why? Why do I need an appointment if y'all got this big old building sitting here? You see? With people in it. We're supposed to be people in it ready to serve me. And it's like they doing too much. They doing too much. You see? Like I don't know why they sending me through it to renew my stuff. But that's a whole nother day. But all I can say to that is that type of stuff is really getting on my nerves right now. And I'm in a place in my life where I'm like, when y'all see this is the thing, they be thinking they playing hardball with people. But the truth of the matter is you can do that. You know what I'm saying? You can do that to people who like really, really need you. But at the end of the day, I'm getting to the point where I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like when you force people to do things, you'll force people to like um adapt, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll afford you will then force their hand to adapt without it. You know what I'm saying? Especially me. Like I'm like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm that girl. I'm that type of girl. Like in other words, I'll get in survival mode. You know what I'm saying? And be just fine. Cause like y'all not about to stress me out. You see, you're not. You're not about to stress me out about something that you claim that I need. Right? I need it. You say I do. According to you, I need this little piece of plastic with my name on it that tells you about me. Mm, mm. According to you, I gotta carry that mother sucker around with me. If I need it, if it's something that I need, then why you making it hard for me to get it? You see, Miss Preston Curl, like you on my nerves. It just is what it is. Like they on my nerves, child. So I'm dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Cause like, yeah, I'ma deal with it. You see, it just is what it is. One thing at a time. I'ma deal with it. So first things first, storage. You see, cause Miss Preston Curl got me bent. I'm taking my money. Okay, I'm taking my shit. And then I'm taking my money, okay? Because you don't deserve me as a customer. So shout out to that. Now, anyway, Diddy, the Diddy case. At the end of the day, Pooper Stars, they are starting to make Diddy look like a crime boss. Okay, I already told y'all that on one of my lives. You know what I'm saying? I don't know which one. You have got to keep up. You see, Miss Preston Curl? But anyway, yeah, they making Diddy out to be a crime boss. And it's like, I look at everybody who's come around before him, the 50 cents. Listen, y'all remember when all them documentaries used to come out? Hey, tapping in from Florida. Good morning, showing love. I know that's right. Shout out to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Now, yeah, as far as Diddy goes, it was a lot of like he just moved like a New York man. I mean, I don't know what else to like, like that's what I get from it. Diddy. You see, but let's just talk about it. So it's a man named George that used to work for Diddy, right? He worked for Diddy for 2 years, flat. That's all he had. You see, the YT man said, "That's all I got." I noticed this is the second assistant that in jump ship. They don't be playing with Diddy. Them assistants be getting the fuck on. You see, uh, my bad. Y'all know I struggle with cursing. It's just fun to me. But every now and then I'll be like, God, I'm ready to stop that. You see? Um, so it is what it is. That's so funny to me. But anyway, so anyway, he worked for Diddy from 2013 to 2015. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, okay? I do it for the likes. The likes are free, And if you feeling real good today, hit subscribe, okay? Shout out to that. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be here with the news. You see, because that's what I do. Now this week was very interesting. Y'all like I said, this week was very interesting. Yeah, I'll pick it up next week. So shout out to that. Like I have never been so free. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shout out to that. Like I said, this Diddy trial has been taking so much of my energy. But then at the same time, it's allowing me to just freely be myself. You see what I'm saying? Because I just get up. Now, ever since this Diddy stuff been going on, I've been getting up, getting online. You see, I ain't got time for no. Okay? And I like that. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all know I like to be myself. It is what it is. Like, yeah, nah, don't. I run all of this. You see? So that means if it look good to me, it's gonna have to look good to you. Mm, mm. So shout out to that. Now, anyway, he acknowledged 3 girlfriends. He said that when he was around Diddy in 2013 to 2015, Diddy had 3 women in his life. Okay, that was Kim, Cassie, and Gina. All right. Um, he quit though. You see, like I said, he got the hell on. Miss Preston Crest, he put his badass boots on. You see, he walked out the door on Diddy. It just is what it is. He said he quit because he got tired of being in BS. It just is what it is. At the end of the day, he was covering up stuff and he wasn't feeling that no more. What does that say? Ooh, ooh. I think that's defense. Anyway, I be writing, and I'm a fast writer, child. I'm a fast writer because I want the words to come out just as quick as the thought. And like, baby, you see, hold on. He got tired of covering up his stuff. He did. So he lied. You see? Well, I don't know if he lied. But he lied about the reason why he was leaving. He didn't tell Diddy that Diddy is going to walk free. That's what somebody said. You know what? He might. You see, he just might. And I gotta keep it real. At 55 years old, that's his best bet. You see, that's gonna be about his best fucking bet. Mm, mm. Diddy better hope he don't get no more than 5 years. Cause I already told y'all. Mm, shout out to that. I fucking did. I did, Miss Preston girl. Let me see real quick. I told y'all, I said Diddy better. What I say, y'all? I said Diddy. 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 Did he do it? Child, did he do it? Child, the people got his ass in court. You see, they proving that he did it. So anyway, I told y'all. I already told y'all. A lot of things that they hand down for Diddy gonna seem like a life sentence. It just is what it is. It's gonna seem like a life sentence because that man is old. He old. Miss Preston Curl can't do that much time. Why y'all think he in there fighting for his life? Shoot. Cause like, yeah, he can't do that much time. And they probably wasn't trying to give him nothing. They probably wasn't trying to give him nothing player that he can work with. You know, that old Tory Lane sentence. So anyway, yeah, Diddy, anything over 10, you see, anything over 10, cause he didn't got up there. And the truth of the matter is, I don't think he realized how up there he was while trying to freak out. You see, it just is what it is. The man lost his mind. He just been doing that. Can we all just admit that Diddy fell off and we ain't know? Yeah, like the song say, you ain't even know it. He did. He did. Okay, he did. He did. He fell off. It just is what it is. He fell off. Diddy was no different than Kodak Black. You see, he sit up there like a 55-year-old Kodak playing. You see what that? Yeah, so that's what he did. He played. He was playing in oils, you see, while the feds was somewhere scraping and scrambling, you see, putting out his info together for us. And it just is what it is. Now they got his ass in court. So anyway, you see, the man testifies. Okay, just another person that was like, it was going down. You know, like Jay-Z said, it's about to go down. You see? Now the employees are saying it went. It absolutely did. It went down. He said it went down when he was around Diddy from 2013 to 2015. He said he noticed some things, okay? Now, I couldn't necessarily get the plane story, and I apologize for that, but something happened in the plane between Diddy and Cassie, and the man said he felt like Cassie was roughed up. He also spoke about another time where Diddy just started just dry. I don't know. I don't know what the argument was about. These people got to start getting the argument. Like what was said. What was said before it all happened. But anyway, Diddy allegedly started throwing fake apples, you know what I'm saying, at Gina. Okay, so but you know this is what he's saying to prosecution, of course. Okay, so the defense get up there and they like tell me something good. You see, yeah, he got up there like that old school song, tell me something good. He was like just enough of that. You know what I'm saying? Let me give you a break from all that down talking you doing. You see? And let me let you big up my client, because it wasn't all bad, was it? And so the man was like, no, I learned a lot from Diddy. You know what I'm saying? The man was a young buck. You see? Not necessarily the one 50 Cent had over there rapping, but yeah, similar, because he was young when Diddy got a hold of him. The man was, like right now, he ain't nothing but 34 years old, okay? So he was young. He was fresh out of college, he said. And he said he learned a lot from Diddy. A lot, Miss Pressing Girl. He said a lot of stuff that he learned from Diddy, he still be doing in his businesses today. And like he learned a lot of business practices from Diddy. Really, really smart. He said Diddy was a really, 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 really smart and inspiring man. And I take it a step further. He went on to do well. He went on to do well. I've heard like, some different positions that he's gotten since leaving Diddy. Okay, it just is what it is. But he said he just flat out said, listen, my daddy got cancer. You see? Yeah, and I'm gonna have to roll on. So that's how he did. He ended up leaving Diddy, but he told KK before he left. You know what I'm saying? KK is Diddy's right hand girl. You see, she's just Diddy's right hand girl. You know what I'm saying? Almost like Jeffrey. Jeffrey had a girl that did all his dirty work. Diddy do too. Okay? And her name is KK. And her name been coming up in this case a lot. Like, for instance, this one man, he said he worked for Diddy, but he had to, like KK was the person that, you know what I'm saying, he like kind of took orders from. But anyway, so he was like, yeah, it wasn't all bad. He learned a lot from Diddy. That actually, rubbed off on him. And he said, it was hard for him to leave his job because he liked it. He didn't really want to leave it. But Diddy had too much BS going on around him that he wasn't feeling. Because he said, it bothered him when he would hear women crying and stuff like that and he didn't do nothing about it. Like, he wasn't feeling that. He said he once saw Cassie bruised up with bruises on her face. And he was sent to CVS to pick up some witch hazel for that. And he said just stuff like that. Just stuff like that got to him. And he told KK, he gonna dip. You see, he told her the real. But he said, to him, he was real young. Diddy was like a god amongst men to him. I said, dang, for real? But he said Diddy helped him grow. You know what I'm saying? Diddy helped him grow a lot. And then the attorney, he just said, as far as like when you were setting up rooms for Kim and Diddy, was there any oil involved? And he said no, only lotion. And to me that made me feel like Diddy was like, hey, my kids is listening to this. Y'all get that clear. Y'all get it clear. Get it understood. Like, don't have them thinking that I was doing freak outs with Kim. You see? Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Because it was a weird question to me. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So he had to make it clear in court that when he set up rooms for Diddy and Kim Porter, wasn't no baby oil involved. You know what I'm saying? Should have asked about the Astroglide, though. You see? But he said no. He said only lotion. Okay? But he felt bad. You know what I'm saying? But this is a man that like kept up with Diddy still throughout the years. To me, I don't know. You could take that a lot of ways. To me, it was like, I want to stay in your good graces because you're great contact. You see, if you ask me. But Diddy was kind of, I guess, done with him. I'd say because, he said he was the one doing all the reaching out. Right? Like he said on Diddy's birthday, he told him happy birthday. He never said if he got a response or not. He just said, like religiously, every year on Diddy's birthday, he was text him happy birthday. He also said when Kim Porter passed away, he sent his condolences. You know what I'm saying? He sent a picture of Kim and sent his condolences because he felt so bad for Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Then he also said he reached out to Diddy and tried to invite him to his wedding, but Diddy didn't respond. You know what I'm saying? And like, they didn't really, the defense didn't really know what to do with that. They was like, damn. Well, we wish we would have stopped you, you see, before you got there. But it is what it is. So like that was the end of that. You know what I'm saying? And so again, you got another employee who kind of complaining about some of the stuff you did. He said he was never threatened by Diddy, just his job. You know what I'm saying? Working for Diddy, his job was always on edge. It was like little things, you know what I'm saying? Diddy didn't let you feel like it was cool to just mess up. I mean, it is what it is. If he like Minute Maid lemonade, don't you bring no goddamn Simply in here. You see? Like, it was not an easy task working for Diddy. And I'll take it a step further. He's saying that he worked a lot. See, one of them said he worked 20 hours a day. I think that's the other one. But it doesn't matter. This one said he worked 80 to 100 hours a week. So people are saying that that's kind of like forced labor, okay? It just is what it is. Like, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. And if y'all haven't already, subscribe, okay? I'm telling y'all, my channel is a place to be. Because one thing about me, Your girl Shay Renee, I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere. You see? Yes, Miss Preston Girl, I'm going to be everywhere to get the tea. It just is what it is. So shout out to them. And then after that, he got out the stand, and then here came Cudi. Now, I was able to see Cudi pull up. You see, he pulled up to court. And I said, well, look at him. Okay, you go ahead. You go ahead. I was like, look at him. Like, he wasn't coming serious at all. You see, he pulled up in his Fonzie leather jacket, baby, with his jeans on, his white t-shirt, his cigarette. I said, oh, Cudi stressed. I said, baby, anytime the Newport make the appearance, he's stressed out, you see. So anyway, he got up in there, got him on the stand. His name is Scott Muscuddy. I didn't know that. I did not know that, you see. But Cassie referred to Kid Cudi as Scott too. She did. She called him Scott, you see. So they was lovers for real. See, I didn't know that either. I didn't know that either. Like, as long as we've been knowing Cassie to be who woman? Diddy's, you see. But come to find out, I just cannot put my finger on it, but Diddy played. You see, Diddy played. At first, I was like, he was playing her. She was not his girl. She was everything far from his girl, you know. But he allowed her to play that role. So, because of this, you know what I'm saying? Now he in court talking about that was my woman. You know, but at the end of the day, once I thought about it in a sick, twisted way, she was like his girlfriend. And I do think she was his girlfriend in his eyes. The only problem with Diddy is he doesn't know how to treat women. So I think, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I think he never really, really, really got a good example of how to treat a woman. I don't. I think that he just thinks that, like, publicly, you're supposed to step out with one. When you go inside, people supposed to feel like you're in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? And that's about it. Behind closed doors, he never really got the memo. Clearly, you can tell. But anyway, he said he met Cassie way back in 08, but they started talking in 2011. He thought they was broken up. It just is what it is. He thought they was broken up. So he was really confused when he got a phone call from Cassie early wee hours of the morning talking about Diddy then found out about us. He like, what? He was confused. He go pick her up, take her to a room. She stressed out. You see, she's stressing out about her man. That then found out that she want to hunch on Cudi. And so then after that, he get a phone call from Capricorn Clark. Capricorn Clark keep coming up. She keep coming up. Capricorn Clark is like, I would say it's a viral name, y'all. And I don't know why. I could be wrong, but I'm gonna have to find out. I think I might be wrong now that I think about it, but I don't know. It seemed like she was around R. Kelly too. I'm gonna have to do my homework on Miss Preston Girl. But anyway, Capricorn Clark calls Cassie out paranoid, talking about, listen, Diddy didn't pick me up. Diddy made me. You see, comes to Kid Cudi house. We at Kid Cudi house. He in there, girl. I'm in the car. Miss Preston Girl is in Kid Cudi house. So I don't know where y'all at, but y'all might want to hide. You see, I'm just, I'm paraphrasing. I'm assuming that's what she was saying. I don't know what she was saying. She definitely said that Kid Cudi. Diddy is over here, you see, acting an ass looking for y'all. And Kid Cudi was about that life. He called Diddy. He said, motherfucker, is you in my house? I said, well, come on. You see? Because the whole time, I thought Kid Cudi was, like, scary. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking he's scary. I'm thinking he's scared. Hey, good morning, Ken. Shout out to you for jumping in my comments. You said, who cares? I don't know. Y'all kill me with that. What he was doing is wrong. Oh, okay, I see. Um, but anyway, shout out to you for jumping in my comments and leaving your comment. But yeah. So Cudi was about that life. He was about that action. You see? Baby. He said, Cassie, I'll be back. I got to go check on my spot. You see? So he left. He left. He said Diddy was calm. I said, of course he was calm. Diddy was on it. You see? Like, I feel like he was on it. So it was going to always be a calmness. But, mm, mm. And I think when he get angry and upset and want to fight and stuff, he coming down. Okay. Mary Robinson. Shout out to Mary Robinson for dropping in my comments. Good morning, Mary. Welcome to the channel. Don't forget to hit the like button, and if you haven't already, subscribe. Yes, Ken Wu said, is it in my house? It felt like a movie. It definitely felt like a movie. I said, this man is crazy. He didn't went up in Cudi house, you see? Yes. Now, remind you, it was around Christmas. It's just around Christmas time. So, Cudi got presents in his house. He said somebody opened up the presents. I said, oh, Lord. He was looking to make sure he didn't buy Cassie nothing. I said, this man is crazy. You see? Just straight. Like straight. It is what it is. They are painting this picture. Okay? It just is what it is. See, what we did was we thought Diddy was just dancing and stuff on stage. Child, Diddy is a dancing gangster. Yeah. A dancing gangster. Baby, who knew? Yeah. For real. Like, who knew? Harlem shaking. Child, listen. That's why we were so shocked when we heard he slapped Drake. We said, what did he? Puff? Listen, we you see, we had no understanding. I said we just couldn't understand. But now it all makes sense. You see, I said now it all makes sense. You see? Like, Diddy was that. Okay, he was that. And so anyway, Kid Cudi said when he got there, Diddy was gone. Yes. You see, I said, dang, you see how gangster it is? I'm here. I'm going to tell you I'm here while I'm here. But when you get here, I ain't going to be here no more. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not running from you. I'm not hiding. I told you I came. Oh, Lord. I said, he's crazy. Yeah, I said they got the right one. Wrong, yo. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, because this was so good. And then he put the dog in his restroom. He noticed that his dog was in the restroom immediately when he got there. He noticed that his security cameras had been cut. You see? Wasn't showing him nothing. I said, ooh, Diddy is, yeah. He was living like that, okay? At least that's what they got us thinking in court. Okay, it just is what it is. He was living like that. Now they said Diddy's demeanor while Kid Cudi was in court was so like, just zoomed in. You know what I'm saying? Just paying attention. Now the witness before that, he was chilling. He kind of let his hair down. You know what I'm saying? He was like in a jovial mood or something like that. They said when Cudi was in there, it was business. You see, it was business. He was paying attention. Straight face at that. Because they said Diddy said, man, why are you trying to holler at my girl? You know what I'm saying? He put Cassie in the studio with Cudi. They were supposed to be making music together, not the kind of music that they started making. You see? So he was like, when he finally got the chance to holler at Cudi, he was like, man, why you trying to holler at my girl? We homies. Cudi said that they asked this in court. You know what I'm saying? Cudi said he told Diddy he didn't know that they were still messing around. I was like, but dang, you cutthroat. Like, you cutthroat. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. It just depends on how you look at it. Some people feel like my friends, people are off limits. But some people probably feel like, but Cudi probably felt like, Diddy, you not my friend. You see, like, they should have got that clear. They should have made that a little bit more clear. But like, either way it goes, to me it made Cassie look bad. So anyway, he said he called Diddy. At this point, I'm mad. Where you at? Cause you done did something to my dog and everything. Where's you at? They talking about, did Diddy answer? Yeah. He sure did. And was ready to meet up with Kid Cudi too. But Kid Cudi said he changed his mind. He said he changed his mind when he thought about it. Once he thought about it, he was like, you know what? He don't know who Diddy with or what. He just called the police. So then later on down the line, he get a call from his dog sitter. You know what I'm saying? Because at this point, it's like, I guess he got a dog sitter. I'm not even leaving you at home by yourself no more. You know what I'm saying? Because he said his dog was never the same. After that day, Diddy broke in his house, allegedly broke in his house, allegedly got in his house, whatever happened. He said the dog was never the same. You see? So he had a dog sitter. The dog sitter called him and told him his car was on fire. So that's how he knew. Everyone knew something was wrong back when Justin was hanging out with me. And the party Kelly had. He went from, I believe I can fly, to cornrows. Ah! Come on now. Kid Wu said, side his regular look. I don't know. I didn't get that. I didn't get that last thing you were saying. But, yeah, car on fire. So anyway, he went home, found his car. And remind you, y'all, I thought the car had been blew up. You see, pieces hitting his fence and shit. You know, but that wasn't the case. It was just set on fire. So the whole inside of the car melted out, plastic out. He could never drive it again. But the outside was still intact. So they asking him like, well, so what happened with you and Cassie? We just broke up. We just went our separate ways because he said, listen, it was too messy. At some point, he was like, Diddy was texting him and stuff, but he was treating Diddy like, man, I don't want to talk to you. You see, he was kicking it with Cassie. Him and Cassie was in a relationship. See, that's what I didn't know. I didn't know that. I guess at some point, Cassie really did leave Diddy for a little while, and she was really with Kid Cudi. That's why she took him to Connecticut with her to spend the holidays with her family and stuff. They was messing around. Now, Kid Cudi said when he was in Connecticut with Cassie, though, he was getting text messages from Diddy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, Diddy, like they said in court, this man didn't know how to leave this girl alone. You see, like, really leave her alone. And if you ask me, this is just my opinion, I think he had something like some type of tracking device on that girl. I don't know if it was a tracking device or a person watching her, but he just knew too much. You know what I'm saying? For instance, how did he know she was with Kid Cudi that morning? Like, it was just too much. He just knew too much. You know what I'm saying? He knew her every move and stuff like that. So that was weird to me. Like, somebody should have asked, like, how did Diddy know that Kid Cudi was in Connecticut? You know what I'm saying? But then you just never know. Because one thing about women are very, like, I don't know how to explain it. But, like, when they want you to know something, you'll know. You know what I'm saying? So that's that too. Like, they said Cassie gave Cudi's address to Diddy. Why? I think she was scared of him, but you that scared? Like, it was a lot. You see, it was just too much, you know? And I think she was trying to make Diddy upset, you know? But she said she loved Kid Cudi. And Kid Cudi admitted in court that he loved Cassie. You know what I'm saying? I said, oh, Cassie then put it on him. You see, she put it on him. Real tough, I would say. But anyway, so the mood in the court, it was a full house. It was a packed house. It seemed like everybody wanted to see Cudi, and they got a shot at him. He ended up making a joke making everybody laugh when he ended up saying that, he had a meeting with Diddy. Finally, he had a final meeting with Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Just to like squash everything. And when he did, he said he walked in a restaurant and Diddy was standing at the window looking like a Marvel character. You know what I'm saying? Some type of a superhero. You know what I'm saying? And people start laughing. But the word on the carpet is Diddy didn't though. You know what I'm saying? Diddy didn't think that was funny. It is what it is. But like, I'm like, and if you go back and you look up some of them documentaries, like mainly the American gangster documentaries and stuff like that, them New York crime people, they were different. You see, they were different. Like they would do shit in trench coats. Yeah. Yes, he. So shout out to that. So like I feel like, you know, Diddy he just doing what he saw, if that makes sense. Like he just like, see, that's the thing. A lot of young people, like, they be like, they see stuff and they be like, I want that. You know what I'm saying? So in New York, it was like flashiness. You know what I'm saying? Flashiness, gangster, big Cadillacs, just different stuff that these young people would like admire and be like, I want that one day. And they also said that Diddy's dad was some type of, I don't know, some type of, street guy or whatnot, whatnot. They said Diddy Daddy was kind of a fool with it, if you will. So, like, I don't know, I'm not going to say it's in his blood, but, like, it's almost like, I don't know. To me, it was like something he wanted, if that makes sense. Like, Diddy seemingly, he wanted people to be scared of him. It just is what it is. He wanted people to be fearful, it seemed like, seemingly. He wanted people to know he was about his business. It just is what it is. But they asked Kid Cudi, did she ever say that he was abusive? He said, yeah. Yeah. What would she say? She would say that he would hit her and kick her. So that was good. That was good that she was real enough with him to say that. But did she ever talk about the essay? Was she ever essay? Like, no. She never talked about that with him. But he said at the end of the day, it was just too much. It was too much. It was too ghetto, too much drama. You see, yeah, Diddy wasn't going out without, a bang. You know what I'm saying? Like, Diddy was not letting Cassie go. He wasn't. Not around that time. When I said in 2011, he wasn't letting Mrs. Press Girl go. So it is what it is. And so he said he tapped out. At the end of the day, for everybody's safety, he had to bounce. And like, yeah, that was, you know what I'm saying? That was very telling in court. We in court. You in court. You know what I'm saying? For acting a fool. At the end of the day, you acting a pretty fool, okay? And they up in here talking about your ass. And at the end of the day, yeah, you did. You acted a fool with me too. So, like, yeah, again, another prosecution witness. That's the thing. See, I told y'all, they said, what is the defense going to do? Because the defense need people to come up in there and talk. And I wonder if they going to send somebody in there that's going to talk about Diddy like, he went through this and he went through that. So he might be experiencing this that causes him to do that. Like I guess that's later on down the line. But like they were saying if the defense don't have a lot of people to call, then they'll start flipping the prosecution people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you came in here for the prosecution, but now I'm working you. You see, like a 9 to 5, and now you sound like a defense witness. You starting to say stuff in our favor, and like that's how they can do. So don't be surprised if they start doing that, okay? But anyway, he said he asked Diddy about his car, and Diddy played like he didn't know nothing about it. So he left it all alone, okay? So that's that. And the attorney didn't have nothing for Kid Cudi like that. He couldn't really do nothing with Kid Cudi. The only thing he said was, so Cassie was playing y'all. You know, they made it seem like Miss Pressicure was playing them. You know what I'm saying? Which to me is irrelevant. You know, it's just irrelevant. Who cares? Diddy did the fool. You see, he did the absolute fooly way. So that's just like, oh well. One thing I can say though, it did make Cassie look a little loosey goosey. You know, just you know what I'm saying? Cause it's almost like, dang, you know, like you blow with the wind. You know what I'm saying? Like just a little bit. It seemed like that a little bit. Okay. I hear kids up. So it is what it is. Good thing we coming to the end though. And so then after that, they put a makeup artist on the stand. Mila, last name Morales. She said Cassie was like a little sister to her. Loved Cassie down. And that's good. She needed people around her like that. And it was a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? They were around. This girl in particular said, you know, she loved Cassie. And like one night, Cassie came to the hotel because she did Cassie's makeup. Cassie went to an event. When she came from the event, she came back to the room and laid down. Went to sleep. The girl was asleep. Cassie was asleep. Diddy came looking for her. Where the fuck she at? Where's she at? You know what I'm saying? He go find her. When he leave, Cassie all banged up and bruised up. So the girl said she took Cassie home with her. Cassie stayed with her for 3 days. You know what I'm saying? That's very telling. That's very telling. You know what I'm saying? This woman kind of really don't want nothing. Like, she don't want you. You know what I'm saying? If she can go be somewhere for 3 days while she healing with somebody who trying to look out for her, trying to keep her away from you, and she ain't trying to communicate with you like that. She not trying to be with you like that, Diddy. Y'all hit the like button. Like, it seems like, y'all, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It is so crazy. Like, their relationship was, I told y'all yesterday, they was like Bobby and Whitney for real. They was like Bobby and Whitney minus the talent. You know what I'm saying? And I just had, the only reason I said that is because a lot of people will try to say to Whitney Houston. I mean, it just is what it is, though. I'm talking about the Whitney that wasn't singing no more. You see, because she was too busy getting ha, like the song said, huh. That's what Cassie remind me of. You know what I'm saying? Cassie was doing everything under the sun, trying to keep up with this lifestyle that Diddy organized for her. It just is what it is. Organized. You see, this man was very organized. Okay? Yeah. Yes. Okay. And so that's why they got his butt in court. Talking about he was an organized crime boss. You see? So shout out to that. We ain't talking about Rick Ross either. Rick, you better be careful. That's all I'm gonna say. You better be careful. Because this is the thing. They keep saying like Diddy ran stuff. But at the end of the day, if I'm a billionaire, ain't I supposed to? At the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's, to me, that's where the dilemma is. They keep saying he was a crime. Like he organized it. He ran it. He was in control. You know what I'm saying? He called the shots. That's what they saying. That's why he getting the RICO. The RICO is somebody that's into crime, and then they got all these little foot soldiers running it out. You know what I'm saying? Running out the orders. But then at the end of the day, that's very comparable to somebody who got money too. You know what I'm saying? They got money, and they got a maid, and they got a butler, and they got an assistant. You know what I'm saying? To go do this and this and that and the third. The only thing is, though, it was attached to crime. Good morning, Dynasty. Hey, shout out to you for jumping in my comments. I appreciate that so much. Yeah, like, I just feel like the line is thin. It's a thin line. But the thing is, though, you crossed it. You see, you crossed it. And I'm smart enough to see where you was messing up at. Like, okay, cool, you got an employee, but you got your employee doing crime, committing crime. You didn't put medicine in your employee name. You see, so you got your employee picking up 500 perks in his own name. Ain't that? Ain't now doctor gave him a script for that. You see, like he was doing stuff. It just is what it is. He was doing shit. He was. So now they got him in court. It is what it is. Now they got his butt in court. And it is not a game. So then anyway, after she testified that she saw and witnessed abuse, from Diddy while being around Cassie. She was the makeup artist. I don't know why they didn't touch on if she had to like put makeup on bruises and stuff like that, but I didn't hear nothing about that in court yesterday. We're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see. And then last but not least, they had a hotel manager. They said his testimony was kind of boring, but then it kind of wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Because he putting us all in the P. Diddy business. And the truth of the matter is, the hotels hated to see his ass coming. You see? Yeah, it just is what it is. They hated dealing with Diddy. And you would think that, like, it would be the opposite. Like, he a big spender. Like, you know... No, they didn't like dealing with Diddy, and they always charged him an extra grand because they knew he was gonna tear up their stuff. I said, Diddy is crazy. It's like at this point, why not just buy a mansion? Why not just buy a mansion? But I get it though. I get it. He didn't want nowhere for the workers to be able to come back and point to, I would say. You know what I'm saying? So he would just tear up the people hotel. They would have notes. Once he's done, the room won't be rented for a while. Once he's done, the room will be out of order. It will need a deep cleaning. There will be candle wax. There will be oil. You know what I'm saying? He was basically just tearing up them people's stuff. It is what it is. I said, I bet you he didn't do that in Trump Towers. I bet you he didn't do that ish in Trump hotel like that. I bet you he act like he had some sense when he was at Trump Hotel. It just is what it is, because I think that's the one he would take Kim to. But anyway, last but not least, before I get out of here, and they also said that the highway would be funky. You see? Yeah, because they know, and so they got to walk through it and spray Febreze. Because one thing about Diddy, you know he finna have a funky good time up in here. You see? And like, even the people from the courtroom was like, that was embarrassing. They were embarrassed. You see? They were embarrassed for Diddy. They were. But I got some final notes. Okay, I got some final notes. And let me just say this. They brought up, first of all, Kid Cudi, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Period. I'm gonna need each and every last one of y'all hit the like button, okay? So shout out to that. I know you can do it. So anyway, Kid Cudi did a video. After he left court, he did a video. He thanked everybody for showing him love. He was like, this is stressful. You know what I'm saying? This was stressful, and he glad it's behind him now. And I said, Cudi, listen, the cigarette told us all. Bless you, brother. Bless you. Okay? And then KK. KK names keep coming up. And I told y'all, KK was Diddy's right-hand girl. She was Diddy's right-hand girl. In fact, when they was saying that Diddy was finna go to jail, they was having pictures. Pictures was floating around, and it was him and KK. That's all he had around him. So they talked about her. Her name been coming up in court a lot, and I said KK gonna definitely need immunity. She is. If she don't flip on Diddy, if she don't tell everything she know, she gonna go down with Diddy, and I just don't think that's what's gonna happen. I don't. I think she gonna tell everything she know, and she coming up in there. Miss Preston Girl gonna be up in there with an immunity order. And then I just said, I also took a note. When it comes down to the prosecution, if they want to win this case, because Diddy got a lot of lawyers over there, okay? A lot of high profile people. It just is what it is. That I feel like can get the job done for him. And the truth of the matter is, if the prosecution want to get this thing won, they're going to have to make it clear, like clear, of the crime and the crime and how Diddy did it. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. So when they say sex trafficking, he sex trafficked by doing da 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 da. This is he Rico by doing ba 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 ba. You know, this is like they gotta do that. Cause they want regular folks to assume what this stuff mean and assume that like so the beating and the abuse, this goes to this case and like it's a lot. It's a lot. And I just feel like the court, they're not really clear. Does that make sense to me? They're not really crystal clear. Like I think the jury, people in the jury still probably got a lot of questions just like us. You know, I don't think they know everything that there is to know. Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Deborah. Shout out to you for jumping in my comments. I agree. Very awful. You see? Cause like you could have been somewhere changing the world and this is what you wanted to do with your time. It's crazy. You see? Now Cassie, I believe Cassie lied a little bit. I do. I believe she lied a little bit, but Cudi still messing with her was wild to me. Okay, it just is what it is. Um, and then y'all know what I thought about. Remember when Cassie video came out of Diddy hitting her, kicking her and stuff like that? Then he did that other video and he was like, I was in a dark place. I was fucked up. I said, now how you didn't did a video looking fucked up, talking about you was fucked up? You see? Like I just Miss Preston Curl look on it to me in that video, and like now it all makes sense. He never got clean. He might have got clean for a little while, but did he like he was not clean? Like it is crystal clear. One thing, crystal clear to me. He is an addict, okay? He is an addict and he is dealing with addictions amongst all of this stuff they said he was doing. Hold on. They said Kim was special. The man said Kim was special and he valued her. Kim was different. That's how he felt when it came to Diddy, Kim, Cassie, and Gina. He didn't value the other girls. I said, ugh, that's kind of telling. You know what I'm saying? That's not a good thing for him to say in court about Diddy. I said this sugar honey iced tea is all about Cassie. And yeah, remember how everybody keeps saying, can we move on from Cassie? Can we move on from Cassie? Is Cassie all they got? Cassie all they got? I'm starting to think that Cassie is the case. She is the case. She was being trafficked to them. And everyone knew. That's the Rico. I'm starting to put it together a little bit. I guess it is about Cassie. Because they saying everybody knew that she was being mistreated. Everybody. From the security to the people who did her makeup. Who else? Assistants. Like they just lining it up. So like, yeah, that's what I got from it. I'm like, I'm not sure how true that is, but let me find out. This case is really, it's wrapped around Cassie and her mistreatment and the mistreatment of others too, though. She not the only one, though, but it does seem like she is, like, I guess the big fish in it all. I don't know. I could be wrong, but it do seem like it, y'all. It do. It seems like that's why everybody that comes through there so far is being asked about Cassie. Everybody, especially the employees. And I feel like the more and more each and every one of them say that they knew something about Cassie, like, man, yes. Yes, it's going to be a showdown for the go down. It just is what it is. But anyway, Pooper Stars, I love you all. I especially love y'all for loving me. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I will see y'all in my next video. You do not want to miss it, okay? We're going to be talking Remy Ma, papoose, love, marriage, divorce, all of it, okay? It's going to be a good one. I'll see y'all in a little bit. Bye.